Hey, what is up? It's your boy, the one and only, the one that is known as a freaking sex icon. Vegan body wearing BA. Kidding, I'm not a vegan. I'm only vegan between meals because screw animals and I love being a progressive hipsterness. People know me as the Lady Slayer, the greatest of all time. I am talking the best. I'm a lady killer, as G-Eazy would call it, alright?
Hey, Lady Slayer. You see how there's no ladies?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they've already been slain.
You're a little close. Actually, back up. It might focus better.
Oh.
There you go. You
Okay.
might look better. Yeah,
Right.
just get right there.
If they ask you if you're going somewhere, always say only if you're going. It works 100% of the time, no fail rate.
Work for Barry. This episode of Matt Tells the most mind-blowing, 100% true, written in history stories ever created. I'm gonna be talking about how your boy dated a girl for 30 minutes back in junior high. Freaking.
Huh? What?
Oh, it's about to get spicy up in here. You feeling the heat? You feeling the heat from the freaking vegan body sex icon? Alright, so let me take you back to 7th grade, to the worst moments of my life. I'm not even gonna lie. This wasn't even great, alright? I was such a player back then. I was picking up ladies all the time. If you don't believe me, I only got curved once that year. I swear, I promise you. I might have only shot my shot once that year, but you might be saying, Matt, how'd you get curved? How did that work? How did you date a girl for 30 minutes if you only shot your shot once? Well, your boy's sitting in English class, okay? Back in the day, we had 2 hours of English class. We had seats. I was sitting between these two girls, okay? There's this one girl that was like freaking in love with my friend Bryson, alright? She always would have me, hey, talk to Bryson for me. Hey, what does Bryson want to do? Hey, Bryson this, Bryson that. Well, Bryson did not like her, alright? Well, she also kind of had a crush on this kid named Ethan, alright? And these were my best friends at the time. And Ethan was like, nah. She sort of like my friend Ethan. She was freaking in love with Bryson. I mean, who wouldn't be in love with Bryson? That sexy man. Alright, so Bryson was like, no, I can't be doing this. Well, first of all, he wasn't allowed to date. I mean, no one was allowed to date. I mean, dating back then was like, I like you. And they're like, I like you back. Let's date and hug. Yeah, junior high dating. Take me back to the worst day of my life. It was good and bad at the same time. It had its pros and cons, okay? Let's not hype it up to be the greatest day ever. The day before, which was really weird, this one girl in my AP class, which is the last 30 minutes of the day where we just study, this girl was like, so, do you like this girl? And I was like, no. And see, I was blushing at the time, so the girl's like, why are you blushing? I seriously didn't like the girl, but it was just the fact that I was talking to a girl at that moment that I got really a lot of anxiety, and I started sweating. My heart started beating fast. I mean, she never acknowledged my existence, but she talked to me that one time just to ask me if I liked this girl, and I was like, no, I don't. But like, she's like, why are you blushing? Because I wasn't as much of a player then as I am now. I can clearly talk to girls very well, as you can see, and some of you may have experienced. I'm basically a lady slayer. But back then, I was freaking dying, okay? You might think that was funny. No, my stomach freaking hurt. My chest was burning talking to that girl. I didn't even like her, okay? The next day, I'm sitting in class. There's this one girl sitting next to me. We'll call the girl on this side Mackenzie, okay? Mackenzie, okay? And we talked a little bit, and then the girl next to me was the one that liked my friend Bryson, okay? Girl next to her, Melissa, all right? So Melissa, she's going to break, all right? But Mackenzie, okay? She's over here. She somehow gets the news, hey, do you like Melissa? I'm like, no, I don't like Melissa. But again, my face gets all red, all right? I start sweating. I start dying, okay? That anxiety comes back. I start having a panic attack. Okay, that might be a little bit exaggerated. No, but I was definitely sweating. My face was getting all red. I was like, no, I don't like her. I don't like her. I swear to God on my life, all right? So we go on break between the hours, okay? It's like 6 minutes. We get 6-minute break to like eat snack, all right? We go outside, all right? Freaking Mackenzie has the greatest idea in all of existence. I mean, take all of Stephen Hawking's theories, Einstein's theories, scratch that, they're not even good compared to what Mackenzie thought was just the greatest idea, alright? Like, Mackenzie actually thought I like Melissa, alright? But no, screw Melissa, I didn't like her, but no one believed me. So, what Mackenzie decided to do, Mackenzie was like, I got the greatest idea ever. So, she decides to write a note from me, okay? First of all, our handwriting didn't match up. My handwriting is absolutely awful. Well, Mackenzie's handwriting was freaking amazing, okay? So Mackenzie writes a note from me, all right? Wasn't from me, it was from Mackenzie, asking out Melissa. Left it in her book. I come sit down, all right? I'm just sitting there. The teacher's like, open your books. And then all of a sudden, Melissa turns to me, right? She's like, and I'm like, and she's like, hey, Matt. And I was like, what's good? And she's like, yes. I was like, yes, what? And she's like, yes, I'll date you. And I was like, okay. And the thing is, I couldn't say no. I wasn't like, what are you talking about? Because my face got all red again. I'm freaking sweating. And I look over at Mackenzie because I know what she did. And I was like, what the is going on here, okay? And Mackenzie's like, I asked her out for you. And I was like, I knew you liked her. And I was like, that was the most awkward class of my life. You wanna know why? Well, I had to sit next to these people for the rest of the semester, and it was absolutely terrible and awful, okay? I don't know why she even said yes, even though she was in love with my 2 other friends, okay? First of all. So, we go to lunch. Okay, it was the worst class period of my life. I like, you know how I was blushing right when she started talking to me? Well, I was blushing like that for the whole class. Like, I felt like I was going to freaking puke, okay? Well, I go out to lunch. I sit down with all my homies, right? I'm like, guys, the worst thing in my whole entire life has happened to me at this moment. And in junior high, 7th grade, that was probably the worst thing ever. Because I knew word was gonna spread quick. She was like, meet me in the library, Matt. I'll see you there. We'll be our first date. And I was like, no. So it's like, I was at the point where it's like, I can't break up with her today. I gotta wait at least a week, okay? And my homies were like, no, Matt. I was like, guys, everyone's gonna think I'm an a-hole for asking her out and then not actually wanting to date her and then breaking up with her in literally 30 minutes time. Like, what, like, I was literally going to settle with, like, hanging out with her and being her friend and, like, fake liking her for a while and then eventually break up with her, or just wait until she breaks up with me. And later down the road in life, I will figure out that's a bad idea because I did that later on and it's not a good thing, okay? So my homies were like, guys, we gotta help out Matt. We'll help him, alright? So my homies decide, okay, we'll just break up with her for you. So, like, not afraid to be a savage, the super savage in our group, let's call him Kyle, alright? His name wasn't Kyle, but Kyle walks up to her and he's like, hey, Matt didn't want to date you. It was all a lie, made it up, Matt breaks up with you. He comes walking back after that 10-second conversation, doesn't even wait for her to respond. I look over, she's hella pissed. And she freaking storms in the library. Anyways, he comes back to the table and he's like, it's done. And I felt horrible for the rest of the year, okay? Because I had to freaking sit next to this girl the rest of the semester and it freaking sucked. And that is my story on how I dated a girl for 30 minutes. You think I'm a player? You still think I'm a player? Yeah. So when I gave you relationship advice, you better take it. Sayonara, effort boys.
Fingers